academic knowledge.
Okay, just making sure. He'll keep that to himself.
Sammy already hit it down.
Wait, he's a dwarf. He knows what adamantium is.
Yes.
You would also notice that my suit is lined with adamantium.
Good. That wouldn't have changed anything. Okay. That's good to know.
I follow him to get some new clothes.
Okay. Alright. He takes you up a couple of flights of stairs. In this area it's more open, but there are obviously rooms and barracks and whatnot. He takes you, opens up a chest somewhere, hands you a bundle of clothes, shoving it into your chest.
I'm good. I still go and changed.
I sat at the table in the armory, quite femininely, like legs crossed, and his tail is kind of like just doing that behind him. That's what he's doing.
As you guys are standing, sitting, whatever, talking, whatnot, and they've gone to take out their clothes, now you know her name, Titania, the catfolk, walks in with the little girl.
And
her.
Yeah, because I went to go with the little girl.
So you guys are taking her with you?
She is taking her.
I've gotten permission, yes.
Well.
Can we give her a change of clothes first?
And the branding, right?
And the what?
The branding. We're going to brand the little girl, right?
Do not frighten the little girl. It's a child.
Please help me.
They said it's not a child, though. I'm just saying what they pointed out.
Now that my hands are not bound, I would like to cast Detect Magic looking at the girl.
Oh, the girl. Oh,
Yes, the
so
girl.
happy. Magic is... She doesn't seem very magical. However, the other magical things you see in the room, you see as if their power is slowly flowing into her.
Interesting.
It's a nice little girl.
Can I get clothes for her?
She's wearing clothes. You have issues with those.
Yes, I do.
I'll go see what I can find.
Small. Love it.
If nothing else, I can alter clothes. If nothing else, I can alter something quickly to fit her.
Whatever. She walks out. By this time, Edward, you probably finished changing your clothes, heading back to the armory where everybody else is.
Okay. So what his actual look is probably going to be like is there's a normal looking clothes, a vest, and a button-up shirt rolled up to the sleeves, a set of fingerless gloves, and his black hair bundled up and hidden inside of a newspaper boy hat.
Okay, I like it.
But in his gun, originally, since I was planning on having it be like on a holster on his hip, but if it's going to be a giveaway that he's part of either the military or the royal family, he probably has it hidden like somewhere under his vest.
Okay, there are cloaks available too if you want that.
No, probably not a cloak.
Okay. Alright, on your way to go back to the armory, Moria would join you in the hallway, walking back with you. Well, I see that all of you have gathered your things. He notices the girl standing next to you and looks down at her and frowns.
She gently takes her hand.
I see they gave you permission.
But they did.
I step in between him and the girl and yes.
Frowns are quite unbecoming of you, Moria.
He smiles back at you and says, "Oh, thank you."
By the way, we were told you're not as important as the rest.
I believe my friend here needs to learn some discretion.
I think we can all agree, even with any standard, he would be low. She's referring back to what they were talking about.
Quite. Well, I will be your supervisor on this specific mission, and any others they decide to send you on until you are trusted. Well, I suggest that... Do you have an issue?
He can see you.
No. No, you didn't see that.
You making the motion of swinging your axe?
I'm stretching my arms. I was in chains.
True. Fine. I've already gathered the necessary things we will need to go into the city. it would take several hours to get to the temple. Well, gather yourselves and let's go.
Are we walking there?
No, we are not walking there.
How are we getting there?
You'll see.
I imagine there's probably some underground tunnels we're going through.
That's still walking. I'm just saying, there's no horse that's
He
gonna
starts
support me.
leaving the armory.
She follows with the little girl holding her hand.
As you're walking out to Tanya, hands you some clothes.
Aw.
I hope this fits.
Lorelei behind them. He goes, aw, cute.
Can we go get changed? Can I go get her changed real quick? I promise it'll only be a second.
It's been a second already. I suggest you start walking.
If I had a pet peeve, it'd be that
Wait,
one.
following her or let her go change?
No, following them.
She would follow for now.
I'm still in my nightgown.
Are you telling me you need to change your clothes too?
No.
It'd probably be better if we want to keep him alive.
You're gonna change your clothes on your way out, don't worry.
Yes, ma'am.
Appreciate it.
You didn't have to say ma'am, you know.
Oh, unlike some of us, I'm trying to end this day awake and alive.
It's technically tomorrow.
Okay, I'm trying to end tomorrow alive as well.
That doesn't make sense.
Did they not tell you what time it is?
What's that?
I said, did they not tell you what time it is?
No, they have not.
Oh, it's 12 in the afternoon.
I miss Windows.
She follows Moria.
Alright. Moria takes you up at least 10 flights of stairs. As were quite deep. As you are walking up those stairs, though, London, you recognize this architecture. Very much so. Anywho.
Where from?
I'm so sorry.
A very specific person in your life.
Oh. Oh. Okay, great.
That's not a good sign.
Alright, well, after you get up to 10 flights of stairs, you come into quite a large room. And this room contains wagons, horses, and quite a bit of weaponry. And I mean enough to supply a small army.
It smells in here.
It looks to be as if you were in a what's the word I'm looking for?
Yeah.
It is a building, but it is a very large building. The front doors are open. You can't see it is the afternoon outside. You guys are definitely quite a bit a ways from the main city, probably in the farmlands. This looks to be like what's supposed to be where equipment for farming is supposed to be, but obviously it has been reacquainted with new things. Moria walks over to a very large wagon, and I mean very large, enough to carry at least 20 or so people.
Still don't think that same thing's gonna hold me.
And the bottom half of it is metal.
Okay, that thing might hold.
That sort of plate meal is like 50 pounds, right?
You know, you
Okay,
could just.
so pick me up.
No.
Obviously, some of us need
I
to
weigh
change.
like
You mind if we change real
500
quick
pounds.
Go ahead.
How much?
before? Right here.
How are you under there?
There are no rooms around here unless you want to go
I
climb
weigh
into one of those
500 pounds.
wagons.
You know,
I would
you
do
could
that.
just take off your armor.
She would go bring the girl to the
He
wagon
crosses his
get her
arms and
dressed.
smiles.
That would be very unwise.
After you guys get up there, a small gnome actually will walk over to you, tugging on your clothes. They said you needed more clothes, sir.
Oh,
I hope those fit you. I wasn't sure of your size quite, but I hope those fit. And he meanders away.
They had to get a gnome because they didn't
What does
have
it look
any clothes
like?
for
What, like,
size.
is it just like regular everyday clothes?
Yeah, pretty much. I'd say a pair of nice. They actually fit you like perfectly.
They probably sized me while I was drunk.
Size everyone.
The pants are probably like a dark brown. They're kind of a little baggy, but like in the sense of more of a stylish way.
So they would not impede movement.
No, they
Okay,
won't.
put them on.
Yeah.
Like right there, just bat them off and start changing.
Glad the girls are in the wagon.
Nice. So after you guys change, Moria has you all get into the wagon. He gets up front and says anyone is allowed to join him up front. There's enough room for 2 or 3 people.
I step into the back of the wagon. As I do, the wagon sinks down just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Hi.
Sammy gets in the wagon and puts the girl on her lap.
I'll get in the front.
Okay. Alright.
Next to Mr. Uneasy.
I didn't expect anyone would actually take my offer. I enjoy it.
I pop my head out from behind his left shoulder. Hello.
Hello. He looks at you awkwardly. You're getting in the wagon, Edward.
Yeah, I get in behind these guys.
Alright. So, he has 4 horses pulling the carriage/wagon, and you guys take off.
Sammy
You
tries
know-
to see if she can get the girl to give a name.
The girl, you start talking to her.
Save me.
Help me, please help.
Is there anything we can call you?
Help me, please.
He looks over at Edward. You know, maybe even faking a smile might make this better.
Oh, he does have a handsome smile, but don't give the boy some time to grieve.
That's
Yeah, your small
understandable.
blush on the boys, This
I just
sitting in
didn't-
his corner, doing mixing some of his chemicals in case he needs it later.
Okay.
I would like to, on the way there, ask Moria.
So what's the deal with the girl? Is she a conduit? A battery? A crystal? A thing?
What do you speak of, Mr. Sun?
It's basic magical physics. I mean, you use a certain particular type of view. You see all the channels and conduits and vortexes talking about.
And he like goes into a long stream of academic talk. I can keep going if you wanted to, but it's kind of a waste of time.
I'm listening, by the way.
Okay.
It's just all of the energy sort of crystallized together and.
I understand what you're trying to ask. However, I have no knowledge of what she actually is. No one does. She has been here for about a year, and they have attempted to conduct such experimentations to see what exactly she is. However, obviously, over the year, they still haven't figured out what she is, or what she does, or why she's here, or what help that she possibly needs.
I've decided I'm going to call her Jahaminis.
Jawa?
It's the German word for mystery.
Ah,
I might have said that wrong, but
That's a dumb
Minis
name.
for short.
Name her something grand like Gretchen.
Sorry, but you let me in charge of her, so I get to choose the name. Her name is Minis for short.
Fair.
I was gonna say something, I forgot it.
Helga. Why not name her Helga?
I choose the name.
you sound like an old married couple.
A nice
please,
dwarven
no, thank
name. Sorry, I
Thank you.
couldn't say it.
I have no wish to get married anytime soon. At least, not him.
You've definitely inspired me. I'm
Alexa
gonna play it.
Dwarves are great. How tall is the wagon?
The wagon is about 6 feet.
So I'm
through. You were
crouching in
definitely
there.
crouched in there.
Comfortable.
No. Well, yes. I don't know.
You'd probably be more comfortable with taking the armor off.
He doesn't take it off.
Protection at all times.
He's a little paranoid in that way.
That's actually a good motto, especially when you're drinking at the tavern.
You'll be more
Yes.
comfortable if you take it off.
I was thinking protection at all times, but yes.
What a thing to talk about in front of a lady.
Are we there yet?
No, obviously not.
You gotta make light of.
So you guys are definitely in the farmlands, crops and whatever. It's the time of
Hey, it's me again. Just to pop in for a moment. Sorry about all the clinking and whatnot on the table. It's us setting our glasses down. But don't worry. we recognize the problem, and we move the microphone. Unfortunately, not in this part, but in the next part after I realize that we can move it to a new spot. So hang in there and just ignore that for this. The last part. Thank you.
Here is mid to late summer and makes the situation of being cut off from your water a little more dire. All of you know that in the crater there are 7 scorch marks from where the star came from. However, these scorch marks still exist today, even though it was over 2,000 years ago that they were made. These scorch marks are dark black. Nothing has grown there. Animals avoid it, and anyone who's ever touched or messed with the dark scorch marks has ended up sick and or dead. So they have built bridges over it because they do cut off sections of the crater, so if you didn't build a bridge, you wouldn't be able to get across. Going through the farmlands, about an hour in, you guys get to the first scorch mark heading towards the main city, which is to the west of you. Going over the bridge, and then heading into the main city. Honestly, on the very edge of where you guys are, so you guys were somewhere around here, and you headed this way, and the temple is right around here.
Okay.
So coming into this area of the city, the temple that Edward, you would know pretty well. It's the largest temple for Zonkai's son. It is made out of a pure white marble. It is a 3-story building with a tall steeple. Face, just to signify pointing to the sun. Now, coming up to the temple, you can see a crowd of people facing towards you, backs to the temple, as if they're blocking off the area. Little children and families are avoiding the place because, say, little children are trying and peek through the line of people, and the parents are like,
I thought the
get
line
away,
of people
get away.
was little children.
No. Sorry. No, they're adults, mostly men, keeping everybody away.
Okay.
Coming up, Moria waves to them, and as you guys walk up, they part, allowing you to go in towards the temple. There's about a 10 to 20 foot space that they blocked off with themselves. As soon as they part, strewn across the area in front of the temple are body parts. Both humanoid and animal.
And you all wanted to bring the child.
It's better than a dungeon.
However, the blood seeping out of these things, these ligaments, is not red, but black. Very, very goopy, tar-colored blackness. And the door that some of you would know that usually was a metal door lined with gold decorations is now painted with that black blood.
Fun.
Moria pulls the cart over to in front of the building and says to you all, "Now, go investigate, find any clues. We believe that it was a small group that attacked the temple and did this."
And you weren't accompanying us?
No, don't worry.
How will you supervise us from the cart?
Trust me.
I think Moria has her ways.
I'm a man.
Sorry.
Maria probably has similar tricks that I have.
Oh. To some people, gender is a possibility. Or a problem. Don't accidentally call her her. I'm sorry, him.
Shoo. Go on.
Ting, ting, as I
take
slowly
that
get out of the cart.
I take back my idea comment. Not about your friend.
Alright.
I hop out. Edward, fuming a little bit now at seeing all this.
Alright. There's about 7 or so steps going up to the main door, which is actually larger than you.
That's a shack.
Now that you've walked up to it. There are 2 roosters standing on either side of the door, accompanied by smaller lions.
Fucking roosters.
Those are pretty big cocks.
But don't. Shh.
I
I would say my
suggest
own
you not
opinion.
insult Zonkai's-san. He's quite temperamental.
I'm confused. That was an insult?
Yes.
No, there are literally large chickens right there.
Yes.
They are roosters. Have some respect.
Have you ever used the word cock for a rooster?
No. That's with class.
Oh,
This is a
I'm
scientific term for a rooster.
Did not mean to offend.
Yeah. So do not speak intelligently to him. He's a little
I go in.
sensitive.
I go in to take the thoughts. I look around.
She follows us.
Pushing the door open. Death fumes into your face immediately. Oh, decay just wafts over you.
Lorelai, what's that smell like?
It smells like someone I've killed.
You see more body parts strewn across the floor. This hall probably could fit 100 people. It is a very large hall with steps going up to the main altar with a table in front of it, and the main sign usually hanging over the table. Walking in, you see that the floor is strewn with more body parts, a humanoid, also animal.
I grabbed my crossbow.
And you also notice that the entire room that used to be decorated in gold is now all floor, wall, ceilings painted in black blood.
How high is the ceiling?
That ceiling is at least 30 feet tall.
Lorelai looks around and says, this one's that's the credit is.
That is impressive. Terrifying, but impressive.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking.
Now, hanging over where the symbol of the Zonkai time should be is a different symbol, but presented in a life form. Normally, this symbol would be made out of metal and wood, but it is not. Hanging over the sun god symbol is the head of a ram with an upside down cross hanging under it. Blood dripping out of it, black blood specifically. And all of you would know this sign because it is very discarded, unliked, cursed. It is the sign of Ma, Zong Darkness.
How do you spell Ma? M.
M-A, just Ma.
I'll stand guard at the door. Let me know what y'all find.
What a coward.
You should mute your phone.
And here I would have thought with all that armor you would be, I don't know, a bit more brave.
Someone's got to guard the door.
Uh-huh.
If anyone tries to come in,
I'll take their head off.
I'll hold it shut.
You'll hold it shut.
How about you go first,
Yes.
Mr. Armorman?
There's nothing in here.
Let's find out.
Sure. I walk straight into the center of the room.
Alright. You see on the table in front of the symbol.
How well lit is it?
Not at all.
Not at all? Okay.
There's no light. The only light that's coming into the room is from the door that is open. But you see on the table that normally would have gifts to Zonkai-san. All the gifts were thrown off the table and painted. The table was painted black, and on it are the heads of the humanoids' bodies that are strewn across the way.
All?
There were 4 heads. Yes.
As he walks, and of course is picking up good with the armor and stuff, is there leaving little spaces to walk?
What do you mean?
Because I'm assuming as he's walking, he's going to be moving some of the blood and stuff out of the way, right?
The blood is painted on the floor.
So what she's asking is he leaving footprints behind in the blood?
Yes.
She's she's using those spots since there's less blood there.
Walking up to the table, you notice they're not in a line or anything. They're actually spaced out and seem to be put into a specific shape.
And you said they're headless?
They are the heads of the bodies, the humanoid bodies.
This looks pretty. You should come take a look.
I can see it. I'm right behind you.
Oh, hello.
Oh, where is it?
And as I approach, I'll use prestidigitation to clean off the blood in front of my path to walk my way up there and take a look at this.
After that, she goes to his path.
He follows behind Benton.
Edward falls behind as well.
I should have just followed behind you to begin with.
Walking up to the table, you see that there are 4 heads. 4?
Easier to see, too.
Yes, there are 4 heads, and they are not in a straight line, they are in a design.
Do we recognize these people?
The people? No, they look
Do-
like normal villagers.
Do you recognize the design?
Yes, you do. It is a sign
Oh,
of the constellation. The constellation specifically named Kana. This constellation is the one where a star, the head star, fell from the sky and made this crater 2,000 years ago.
Who has the girl?
I have the girl.
Okay, good.
So what are we supposed to do here? Kill something undesecrated?
I don't know. I mean,
I look around and see, is there anything else besides the heads around?
Body parts.
Anything that's sticking out? I've probably been here several times.
Oh yes, you've definitely been here before. You, roll me perception. All of you, honestly, roll me perception, please.
Oh, first rolls of the night. I got an 11.
Of the game.
That's true, of the game. Perception.
25.
ooh, that's a lot of die.
You should always put 1 point in perception.
15.
17.
14.
19. You rolled higher than me.
Not highly perceptive, apparently.
Alright.
Sorry.
I mean, it wasn't a high check, don't worry. Looking around, you see, so looking at the altar off to the side, there are 2 doors. They're the only doors in the whole building leading anywhere. They probably lead upstairs, you would assume, and you would know. But right in front of the doorway, there is no blood. But just as the blood is stopping and heading into the doorways, are footprints.
I'm gonna go follow the footprints.
Just by yourself? Oh, we all see them. Never mind.
The door is locked. Are you going to the left or are you going to the right?
Right.
It is locked.
And then like a padlock on it, or
It seems to be locked from the other side.
only any latches
Can
or
you make a
anything on the
path to the
side?
other door?
There is a handle that you would
Follows you.
open, like pull like this to open. That would probably click something down. But there is a lock under it. Yes.
On this side or the other side?
It looks like it's both sides, but you have options. You have the capability to see it.
Okay, although any hinges on the door
Yes.
on this side.
There's no door.
Yes, I would say so because it would open.
I like how
this
she
way.
looked at the real door.
I had to think about it for a minute.
So following the dwarf in the path he makes,
Uh-huh.
Sammy tries the other door.
It's also locked.
And the lock is again on the other side?
When Sammy pulls on the door, Lorelai says, "Half elf, did you find out anything?" Since we're not using names, we're using races.
My name is Sammy.
Oh, and his name is Duncan.
I haven't called him dwarf.
I wish I could rearrange time.
Someone.
I'm standing in the distance, back in the center, with my axe on the ground, and I'm leaning up against it,
Okay.
just watching. That's all.
These doors.
Mm-hmm.
The lock, is it like typical keyhole lock that you can kind of look through?
Yeah.
Can I look through the keyhole? Do you mind if I take a look at this? Can I look through the keyhole and see into the room at all?
You can see. You can kind of see. It isn't lit back beyond the door, but at least seems to lead to stairs.
Oh, so it's not a key locked, not like a bar on the other side locked.
No, yeah. Mm-hmm. It's key locked.
Okay, I'm gonna try something. Let's see if it works.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking out my gun.
Oh, let me move,
Taking out what looks to be like a very large bullet, loading it, and I'm shooting it with one of my alchemical ordinances and blowing it up.
Roll.
On the
And that's the stone building, that's gonna be loud.
Yes, it is.
Look at that spike.
Attack. That's 19 to hit.
You hit it,
Okay.
and it bounces off.
Lorelai watches it.
You said your name is Lola, right?
Correct.
Okay. It's not working.
Do you have any ideas?
You see a small burn mark where it hit.
I have proficiency in dungeoneering. Can I roll to see if I can figure out how to figure what's going on in here?
Where is it? There we go.
Disable device. But
Yes.
that's a charisma thing, isn't it? Oh, that's a dexterity thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Can I disable that device?
That's
You can
how you
attempt.
pick.
But the lock
Pick-
is I know that's how you pick a lock, but the door is locked on the other side. You said
But you have access to the
to the lock.
Yes.
Oh sure, yeah. I'll use my claw and I'll try to pick it.
Okay. Roll it.
It is.
I want to take out my dagger and try picking it out and picking the yellow one.
Are we on? Okay,
That's
so
weird. It
we're-
doesn't give you one for disable device.
Yeah, isn't that weird? It's +7 because of dexterity. I have a proficiency in it.
Yes, I know. He said proficiency. It's a D&D term. Forgive him. We play D&D on Tuesdays, so let it slide.
20.
19.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Would y'all like me to give it a try?
Why don't you just run into it?
Would you like me to give it a try?
Go for it.
I suggest you stand out of the way.
Yes. And
Moves.
he kind of gestures for you.
He starts laughing and then stops and then I charge the door.
Great.
Just run, shield first, everything, shield bash, gonna run into the door. Full strength.
On his ass.
Dude. Roll a 1.
So, no, I didn't roll a 1.
Okay, good.
Probably 2.
So I rolled a 13, which to hit a door is good enough, but that's your discretion.
As soon as you get, I'd say an inch from the door, you would see a light flash in front of your eyes, and a ward appears.
Match. Stand back.
My head. After you.
Did he fall on his ass?
No, he stumbles backwards.
Damn it.
Guess brute force wasn't going to work.
Detect magic.
Is what saying that?
The entire building is covered in wards. However, the ones in this main hall all seem to be cracked, except for the ones on the doors in front of you guys. On either doors. They're still fully in place.
It worked.
What worked?
Oh, the entire building is warded.
Okay, and English.
The
Comment.
The blocked out.
and yes, we are blocked out. It's common word.
Oh, okay, so our job here is done. Let's go.
She uses detect magic as well because she wants to see it herself.
Okay. Again, all totally warded, the whole building, except for the ones in the main hall where where all the blood and stuff is. All of those ones are cracked. They seem to have been eaten away at, but the ones in front of the doors are still perfectly
Thunder.
fine.
I have a feeling the ward and there not being blood right here is related.
I think you're right.
Why is this the only wards that are broken? I have a feeling it has something to do with what god is this for again?
Zonkai.
Fascinating.
The sun god.
So what if it's his wards?
Maybe.
The blood on the ground, is it still wet?
Well,
Kind of. Like damp.
Spit in my hand. Get my hands all lathered up. Blood.
Uh-huh.
Wipe it on the door. Does the ward change at all?
No, the ward actually protects the door from the blood.
so it is from your god's wards.
Mm.
The question is, how do we get in?
Why not just ask
You feel
your
a
god to open the
sizzling
door,
on your
right?
hands.
Please.
Yeah.
Well, let's try it.
Can't you just say, hey, sun god, door open, please? Is that a possibility?
It's not that simple.
Open sesame.
That is insulting.
Walks up to the door, just knocks on it.
Uh-huh.
That doesn't matter.
That's why I did it softly.
Why don't you try
Well, it
this
seems
again?
like we can't do anything.
Kana, the constellation Kana, the heads start to glow.
Uh-oh. What did you do?
I just knocked on the door.
I go over to the heads.
Who's there?
The heads start to glow. Yes.
Can I find a fifth head?
Fifth head now. Oh, except for the one that's hanging out the ram's head.
That constellation is missing a star.
Okay.
No, it's not.
The 4
It's
stars.
full of stars.
Yes, 4 stars. I
It
think.
has 4 stars. But it, in a sense, it's saying that it's not missing one.
Hmm.
Because there are 4 stars. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one is the one that fell, but it has the full constellation.
Oh, okay.
I removed the head matching the one that fell.
That's what I'm getting at.
You remove it,
Yeah.
it stops glowing. But the little girl, or what did you say you were calling her?
Minis for short.
Minis.
Yeah.
Tugs on your dress.
What is it?
Please help me. She says it in a more desperate sense.
She
right
picks her up gently. What's going on?
now. She points to the door.
The door we're standing next to?
Mm-hmm.
Guys, we should get away from the door. Now. She backs away.
You back away, but she pushes herself off of you and out of your arms and walks over to the door.
Seems like she wants to touch it. Maybe she can open it.
She puts her hand up, the ward appears in front of her hand, and she pushes her hand through it
And you didn't want to bring the girl.
and touches the door, and it opens.
And see? Wasn't it a good idea to bring her?
I wanted to bring her. I didn't want my head on the.
That
Anyways,
is
I'm
not what
ignoring you right
said.
now.
She
I'm
follows
looking
the
at the
girl.
This is not what she said.
That's not what you said.
You see, though, that her hand is burned. Please help me. She points into the room.
She picks her up and follows her in.
Can we open the door?
Oh, it opens.
Okay.
Actual
Okay, we're just following, going into the room blindly. All right, go.
That door is 6 feet tall.
Ah.
And the little girl just opened it.
I'll follow him right behind them, crouch in.
Standing tall.
really
as I
You're hiding behind a lady and a little girl.
I had you walked in front of me.
Uh-huh. You could walk around as two giants.
No, I can't. It's a door you just walked into. Can't walk around you in the door.
The footprints, they still keep going, right?
Nope.
They stop
They stop.
at the door.
See, you say a footprint was halfway into the doorway.
Mm-hmm.
It is gone. The where it would be into the doorway is not there. Only the heel is there on the outside.
Only the heel?
The heel that would be still on the outside of the doorways, like out here,
Mm-hmm.
would be there. But as soon as the tip of the toe would be inside the doorway, there is no footprint.
No.
Oh, so are we going further in here?
Yes!
They are.
There's a mystery to be had. Come on, come along. If the big man won't lead, I will.
I'm trying to lead.
Got more
You walk in
spine
front of
than
me.
You're going up the stairs, Samantha.
Yeah,
That's
she's
fine.
following
The
the
short
girl.
one.
You're following her, so
She's holding onto the girl, but she's watching how the girl's like looking, trying to see if she's certainly.
she's looking upstairs and pointing upstairs.
She's following her.
Alright. You guys.
And there's no blood, right?
Nope. No blood. The floor is completely clean, and as soon as you walk into this area, the torches that were not lit start lighting up on their own.
Ooh,
That's not a good sign.
Alright.
This is not normal.
No.
It's the sun.
You would know that they are normally always lit.
They're always lit. For one. And if they're laying on their own, is probably not good.
Maybe it is good. We could always hope so.
You hope so.
Maybe your cock god is up there.
The staircase, does it go like straight up? Is it spiral? Or
It's straight up, and as soon as it gets to a certain point, you see that it turns and probably goes up further.
I start going up. Thank you.
Going up the stairs, as you guys walk up, as you get to new torches, they light themselves. They light as you go up. Turning to your right, you would see that the stairs keep going on another flight. Getting up to the top of the stairs, there's another doorway. And this door is you've never seen this door actually, Edward. because you've never been up here. It's for the monks, followers, sages,
The clergy.
Clergy, basically, for this temple only. This door is actually a marble door with the symbol of the sun god carved into it. It honestly is just a picture of a sun with some flames coming off of either side. But the little girl points at the door and says, "Help me, please."
Is there another word around the door?
Nope. There's actually no knob or handle on the door.
I'm gonna lead the way in and stop opening the door.
You push it and it opens. Opening the door, immediately you see across the way is the other door probably that led up here. But this seems to be in the top of the steeple. This room is not a very large room. Probably could hold about maybe 20, 30 people. But it's decorated with probably smaller private altars to the sun god. But very nicely decorated. You can see so walking in, you're coming in from the right of the room. To your left seems to be the front of the building where all the little private altars are. But to the right of the room against the back wall seem to be beds where the clergy would stay.
Okay.
But everything seems to be untouched up here.
She looks down at the little girl again.
She's just looking around the room. She seems almost awestruck to be looking around here.
I go farther in, looking around, taking everything in. I'm going to the center of the room.
Where the altars are, there's a large window.
I look out the window.
Looking down, you can see Moria sitting in the carriage. He looks up to see you. Still see the people guarding the area.
The body parts aren't like spread around in a certain way I can do from up here, are they?
This area is clean, isn't it?
Perfectly clean.
So those walls are probably protecting, probably keeping whoever came here out.
Maybe we need to search this room then for something, I don't know, particular.
She starts searching around the room.
Roll me perception.
I stand at the door.
You aren't gonna go in?
I know. I go in, but I stand right on the other side. I'm not going to be any help searching for the.
I don't know what we're looking for. So.
I got a
Anyone who's looking around specifically, you can roll
24.
perception. 24. You notice that one of the smaller altars holds a very interesting looking symbol. It looks like it's supposed to be one for Zonkai time. However, instead of being gold like it normally should be, it is black. Made some kind of black metal.
Is there any weird illusions going on in here? And I'm willing to cast Detect Magic again. Illusions, or has this very recently been almost like cleaned with the same sort of magic that I was using to clean the blood off?
No, it doesn't seem that way. However, you are getting a strange sensation from that symbol that I just mentioned.
You should pick it up.
And you snicker at the same time.
That never goes over well. I'd say to you.
no.
There's something going on with it.
I put a cloth around my hand and pick it up. It's not really physically. So I want that everyone else can see it.
It looks like a black sun.
This should not be here.
Why not?
Just that feeling that something like this shouldn't be here.
You going off a feeling?
Considering he's the only one who knows anything about the god of this temple, I
It's
think
just
it's
a question.
him.
Can I tell what this thing's made out of at all?
I don't know names of black metals.
Obsidian.
Obsidian.
That
yeah.
probably made out of that then.
Do you mind if I see it?
I hand him the cloth and the thing.
You touch it with your bare hands.
No, it's in the. I mean, you hand me the cloth and the thing, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The cloth
I
and
don't
the
know. I don't know that thing's cursed.
thing. I'm gonna walk up to you with it.
I touch it.
Yep.
I touch the stone. Forget the cloth.
Hey, if we lose him, nothing. I just really lost.
Hey, now.
What do you get from it?
You, dear sir, who decided to touch it,
Yeah.
roll me.
That's why I brought it to you. You knew I would.
Fortitude. save.
No.
Oh, you don't have fortitude?
No, I do not.
What do you mean you don't
You're a
have fortitude?
fighter.
Doesn't make any
It
sense.
does not affect me.
Okay. Well, then.
Unless it can affect objects. And by the sound of it, it cannot. It does not affect me.
Oh, I know, but it does affect you because it's not specifically for an object
Understood.
or for that. Anyways,
Oh, he did.
you feel something tugging on your chest, and all of a sudden you pass out.
Nope.
Great!
See, that's why when the smart one says pick it up, every other smart person should realize not with your. Okay, that went out the window. Good job for using something not you.
And there he goes again.
Are you okay?
Again.
Again, yeah, he was not that. It's a different story. Anyway,
Is he
takes the
still
cloth
passed
and
out?
goes and pick up the sun.
Yeah. As soon as you remove it from his hands, he regains consciousness.
Good morning.
Nope. Don't need to breathe.
Go back inside.
I'm good.
Did you just say that out loud? Yep. Good morning.
How long was I out?
30
seconds.
years.
Whoa.
Please help me.
Nope.
Is she looking at the sun?
He leads her, leans toward her with the sun.
How does she react to that?
She is glaring at it, and not in a mean way, but like intently.
Like she's scared
Wait,
or
I feel like please help me is the only thing she can say.
Wait,
so maybe
she-
she wants the sun.
She did the thing with the door.
Yes.
Yeah, she can do the thing.
And then
Question. You guys said something about wards, right?
Yes.
What's on this? Did you think about looking at this?
It's a cantrip. I can do it as much as
I know you
I
can.
It's nice that it's cantrip and Pathfinder.
It doesn't have any wards on it
No
or
wards.
anything. It just seems to give off an ominous sensation.
want. It feels like Moria.
Throw it out the window. Yeet. No, sorry. Okay.
perfect. Let's bring it to Moria then.
Yeah. We'll put it right in Moria's hands.
Sounds good to me.
I'm almost worried.
Idea. I just had a great idea.
Oh, better
No.
idea. He's listening to us right now.
Oh, you're right.
I know.
Oh,
no,
you're
hold on.
wrong.
I want to go out.
You're right.
No.
Are you sure? Okay.
I say we
Look,
deliver.
looking out the window.
I say we deliver
What
this
can
to
I- what can I
Moria.
see out of
please.
Moria's expression?
Moria, he looks up to you and waves happily.
I'm gonna show him the sun. Just like at the window.
His face darkens.
So he knows what that is.
He gets out of the cart
Oof.
and starts walking towards
I close the door.
building.
Doom.
The door at the word? He can't come in if you close the door.
Oh, I go down and close that door. And I come back, close the other door, and I lean up
He
against
may
it.
be the only one that answers.
That,
As is, a disgusting.
I'm not
as-
sure being on his bad side is a good idea right now.
I just want to see if you
But
can get
not
to the
in this
woods.
What?
I
You feel
open,
banging
I
on the
open the
door,
door.
where you are.
I'm leaning against the door. You're not opening that door.
You feel banging on the other side of the door you're leaning against.
It's him.
You made it
Yes.
to the woods.
Yes.
I'd appreciate it if you would open the door, please.
Should I open the door?
Put him
Yes.
in.
Who is it?
She'd appreciate it if you opened the door.
She would.
I am a man, you idiot.
I
What's
back
gender?
away from the door.
The thing under my pants is.
Ooh.
What a thing to say in front of the lady.
Right. You know.
That's so complicated.
Some people are so into their genitals. Here you go. Well, I'm gonna pass it to the door to Dundon actually. The cloth. Yeah.
It's you. Never mind. You don't like it when I do that. It's magical. It makes people pass out. No worries. I keep it simple.
He takes it with the cloth.
By the way, Moria, we would never even gotten in here if it wasn't for the girls.
Boo wraps it, ties it up, puts it into his cloak, and says, "Well, isn't that fantastic? Did you find anything else?"
Not yet.
Yes, lots of blood.
I love
Yes.
being kept in the dark.
I'm
He
always
says it with a straight face.
Obviously.
So if we're done being your lackeys, you know, those who are killable, can we go now?
Let's
What
keep
do-
searching just in case.
There was another door.
You mean that door over there?
Oh, so there were two other doors.
Yes.
There's two doors. Two doors that lead into here.
Oh, okay.
And we don't see anything else in here?
Nothing else of significance besides the other symbols, but they seem normal.
Something does not feel right.
Do you know where the clergy are?
They were evacuated.
Why weren't they kept here?
Why would they?
Because clearly you can't come in here unless it's warded. We are in the safest part of the building to stay in.
What are you talking about?
Who ordered this part of the building?
Yes, that.
Wards. They
That's-
found wards.
There was wards on the door, that's why there's no blood in this area.
The entire building.
Oh, didn't know that. As far as I know, the place was never warded for it to be.
Which is clearly why you need to keep experts like us alive
There's-
and involved.
There's many wards. Most of them are broken except for the two doors. That's why there's no blood in them, or in any of this area.
Well, the clergy were hiding over here while the attack was happening.
And they were ordered to evacuate while the attack was happening.
After the attack was on site.
Oh no, it was during. He walks over to the window. He walks over to the window and he leans out and says, "They got down this way."
Out the window.
Do you walk over to the window?
I walk over.
Yes.
Walking over the window, looking out slightly, you see that there is a rope nailed into the outside, that seems to have been cut off from the top.
You're saying they climbed down.
Yes. The rope did snap during the last couple of people, so there were some broken bones, but they're fine.
Was it-
sense motive. How?
Was it?
Yeah.
Can I check to see if it was cut or if it actually snapped?
He's slimy.
Perception check.
You believe everything he says.
I know.
I saw that.
12.
It looks like it snapped. It definitely seems like it was pulled by weight and not cut with a knife or anything.
Where's the clergy? Go ahead.
Oh, you're good.
Where's the clergy now?
They're being kept safe. We think they might get attacked.
Well, if there's no one here for me to kill, I'm getting quite bored.
I would agree.
Who said that you are joining to kill people?
Wasn't it you when we talked? You pay me, I kill people. That's kind of what I do.
Oh, you will get paid.
And I'm with him.
Whether or not you kill people, that's entirely up to the job.
How do we unconsecrate this place?
Undesecrate.
You mean
Undesecrate,
consecrate?
thank you. Yes, that one.
We've been trying that all day, and it doesn't seem to work.
Then we should leave.
Except for that weird path that I saw.
I was about to say, clearly you're someone of some skill. Maybe you just don't practice the common tricks anymore. But if I had some time, I could clean up all
We
this.
had clerics come in here and attempt to purify the place. It didn't work, but apparently from you it did.
It's common tricks.
Parlor tricks, really.
Yes.
We had some of the
That was
greatest
meant to be
clerics
insult.
come
Thank
in
you.
here, and apparently even someone as lowly as you can do better.
I'm not a cleric.
But lowly.
Maybe that's
Correct.
why. Someone did this and put a face of an angry god. Did they not? So maybe that god doesn't want clerics cleaning up the mess.
It's a possibility, but we'll keep that for later. Cleaning this place up is none of your concern. Finding out who did it is.
You're right. We still
And you
haven't
took
done
our
that.
only coup.
Yes, that is curious.
Of this, I was going to take it to scientists and ask if they knew anything.
So you don't know what it is? The sun.
The dark sun? No, I don't.
I could maybe figure some things out if I can get with your scientists later on.
Of course. Well, if there's nothing else you can find, I suggest that we head out.
There still was that other door.
There's another door.
It leads down here. It leads
It
over
leads
here.
the other door.
Ah, I see.
Where's the little girl right now?
In my arms.
She is shaking in your arms and glaring at Moria. She just kind of turns just slightly away from there.
He's holding the symbol, right?
No, he has it in his cloak. She'd seen the symbol before him. Where are we going to go? He points to the door.
After you.
Why?
If you can't find anything else out, why stay?
It seems. Good point. Very good point.
I agree. If there's nothing else here, then why are we here?
Excuse me.
Oh, yes, exactly.
Something about this seems too easy.
It does, but you know what? We are lonely simpletons, and that is not our concern.
I would have to agree with him.
I wouldn't consider myself lonely.
Did you see the wink?
Oh, you smartass.
Moria would go out first, heading back downstairs.
Does anyone happen to have anything to heal a burn?
Nope.
I do. I take one of the potions on my belt and cast Cure Runes on a burn.
Does that work?
Oh, yes, it does.
She takes her down.
I spent one spell for the day.
Even as a DM.
Yep. She's looking at notes.
Yeah.
We love you, Milia.
Mm-hmm. I know you do.
She also thinks you and winks at you. As she does.
Heading back downstairs, so you guys go through.
As we get to the main hall, is there anything else that seems out of place? Okay.
Nothing more than it already is.
Except for the giant ram's head?
Yeah.
Okay. Take out my gun again.
Mm.
Going another bullet. I'm shooting that ram's head off.
As he like points the gun at the ram's head and was like, bring his arm down. And what are you doing?
Getting that thing off the symbol. No, off the god.
Well, this is a crime scene. Why would we mess it up? Not ours to clean up, remember?
I can do that without wasting your ammunition.
Please do.
I'm going to cast my first spell, Unseen Servant,
Ah.
and have it scurry up the walls and pick up the ram's head. And since my ally here doesn't like it, just drop it. Just
Oh yeah, big, sloppy, bloody, nasty, disgusting mess.
Thank you.
What's he doing?
And anything else?
no, that's all.
Moria's heading back outside. He's about to the door.
Falling out, yes.
I'm gonna wait until everyone else is gone before I
I was
leave.
gonna say there's gonna be at least one person between her and Moria because of how the girl reacts to Moria.
Okay.
I'll stay in front of her.
I will be behind you, however.
Behind me?
Yeah. I'll be the last one at the door. I don't want us to be somebody come in from behind us and
Right.
we know our front's clear.
Lorelai says, you can go on, I'll catch up.
You know I'm not leaving you behind.
I'll be fine.
I'm not leaving you behind. There's nothing you can say or do that will convince me
It
otherwise.
doesn't make any sense.
Why?
I just want to see something.
I
I'd
walk.
like to do it private.
I continue walking. I don't need to see that stuff.
Am I alone now?
Yes, you are.
I'd like to look down at the skull and say, Ma, what are you doing here? That's it.
Okay.
And I'll leave.
So, walking out of this temple, Moria is getting into the cart. He walked quite a bit of ways ahead of you guys. However, you see someone standing in the way between the cart and Moria, whom you could tell that Moria just ignored and kept walking on. However, this person oddly should not be here, and you all seem to know this.
Who is it?
It is a man who stands about 5'9", 6 feet-ish maybe.
Talk with me.
He has pink hair, long wavy pink hair, kind of animalistic ears, and a girlish smile with flamboyant, colorful out of the wazoo robes, with a Asian-style cart behind him.
Life isn't Jace. It's been such a long time.
Oh, hello, dear. How are you?
It's not surprising you two know each other.
Oh.
Oh, that was British.
It
It's been
should,
too long. What do you have today?
should be surprising that I know him too.
That's really
I
surprising.
know him as well.
Who is this?
Shouldn't everybody know who I am?
No.
They're just
I don't know who this is.
unenlightened. They're unenlightened, but they shall be enlightened soon.
Oh, I know who this is. Rolls his eyes visibly.
The Rock would like an introduction.
I like that name.
The look, he was smiling and being flamboyant. Thanks for listening to our podcast. If you like our video, please drop a like, subscribe for more content, or please leave a comment if you can. Last but not least, the sun will rise again, so we will see you guys later.